They say games are played on the field and not on paper, and that's a good thing. Because if this one were played on paper, it might get ugly, but you never know what's going to happen. Welcome to Sooner Nation in Gaylord Family Oklahoma Memorial Stadium. As we'll see, the Rebels taking on the 23rd ranked team in the land, the Oklahoma Sooners. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Sooners will get this season underway as toe meets leather. It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. The Rebels offense will be the first to dial up ball plays in this one. Every team has impact players. What traits are you looking for when it comes to players who can make an impact, David?
Well, obviously, you want the main things, right? Speed, physicality, like all power, all those things are really, really good. But you also need guys that will hold people accountable, guys that will lead, and it's nice to have those guys on your team. They're the leaders of the team, and they're the best players.
And part of the reason...
Pass rush, gets there, gets home, gets him down at the 23. And the Rebels want to pick up the tempo.
Great job by the defense that time, getting the sack, but no time to...
And here comes the pressure, and there he goes down again. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On 3rd and long, hoping to throw beyond the sticks. And this defense has maxed out this pressure. Another sack. The Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. 3 and out and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. Just needs a crack to get a return. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. So Oklahoma's offense will try to get something going with their first possession. They're led by a sensational signal caller, and Jesse, one thing every elite quarterback knows is where to find the weak spot in the secondary, and there might be a few of them there.
Yeah, there's no mystery where this quarterback is going to be throwing the football and who he's going to be trying to pick on. They knew coming into this game this was going to be the matchup they want to take advantage of. Now, David, the defense and their coordinator are going to have to find creative ways to help out this cornerback and use safety coverage over the top, some zone, try and get him as many doubles as they can, but you can't double cover all game long. This guy's going to be on an island from time to time, and you know that's when the quarterback's going to go after.
And I was about to say, dude, I'm not giving you that opportunity. I'm not putting him...
And he's got it! Touchdown, Sooners! They draw first blood, and that is exactly what you want to open the season with a drive like that. And the PAT makes it 7-0.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing it because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now in game.
Picks up a useful 5-yard chunk out to the 30-yard line.
The offense has a little bit of success on the ground, and they're up. Look at them. They're ready to go again. Back on the line of scrimmage, ready to run another play.
This time the defense was ready, and they stop him in his tracks. The Sooner fans booming. A cacophony of noise in the Palace on the Prairie on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. He puts a lot of air under it down the sideline. And they wanted it all on 3rd down, but now dealing with 4th down. And the Rebels line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Takes it on the return. And the punt team gets down there and gets the return man on the ground. Here comes the Sooner offense back onto the field. Coming out on first down with the play fake. Trying to make magic on the scramble. And they didn't get it forward an inch. Defense wins the battle up front. So now it's second and long. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Keeping his eyes downfield, rolling left. And it's incomplete after taking a shot on second down. They're staring at third. Trying to pick up a first down. On third down, he'll try to pick it up through the air. Intercepted. He would have loved to make the big return there, but he still gives his team the ball at the 37. Great place to start for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man down the middle. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Second down, he'll throw it. Bring in the heat. Quarterback can't pull the trigger, and down he goes at the 41. Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. On third and long, he'll need to push it downfield. He's got it down the middle. He gets it to the 34-yard line. An excellent third down defense, and fourth down's coming up. And here comes the field goal unit. This whole place going to see if this kicker can operate in the sea of noise. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. To the air on first down. Using his legs, keeping his eyes downfield. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Behind the chains now on second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. He'll pull it down, turning it on! Smashes ahead. Across the 50 and down and out of bounds at the 44. A good pickup on that one. Now a first down from the 45-yard line. They'll pick up 4, second and 6 coming.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle him, wear him out. Sometimes these 3.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43.
Nothing too exotic about that blitz right there. That's just the middle linebacker coming right up the middle of the field in the teeth of that offensive lineman. Nobody accounted for him, and he gets home.
And as he throws, can't make the connection. The pressure there caused the missed timing. And the Sooners will try to pin them back with the punt. Man down on the play as the officials take a break. Let him be checked out. Fair catch is signaled for and made. They'll mark it at the 12, and they'll start in a bit of a hole. Opening play of this drive comes from the 13-yard line. Wants to throw on first down off the play fake. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They've got him pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. Quarterback on the keeper. He showed off a few moves, but not enough to get away from all of those defenders as they stop him for a loss. You make up the game plan and not a lot on the play sheet for this. Third and long from inside their own 20. He'll be brought down at about the 18-yard line, not enough to move the sticks. The Rebels will send out the punt unit. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like the punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. So here comes the Oklahoma offense. Unleashes one. Working the big fella downfield and outside. And they make the striking connection, and they've got it down to the 13-yard line, a red zone chance. From the gun, the running back has it. And after the stop, that is going to put a bow on this first quarter. At the end of the period, Oklahoma has the lead. We've played one. Before we move on, let's have a look at the stats. see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. Power football with the run. He'll be stopped just short of the end zone, but they'll have it first and goal.
Well, they only needed 1 yard, so no mystery there. Turn around, hand it off, and he finds a way to get it.
They're going to run it. And he'll be stopped for no gain, still sitting at the 3-yard line. And the D deny them on second and goal. Trying to surge it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Oklahoma!
I know we're only in game one, but in this half, you've got to be excited about what you've seen from this offense. Really nice rhythm. Quarterback's got great command on the field with respect to what they're trying to do. And they've got some weapons. I can't wait to see what this offense does this year.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. And the offense back on the field, ready to dial up ball plays. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Runs ahead and powers his way from 4 yards out to the 30. And the Rebels in the hurry-up.
And that wasn't a big game, but look at the offense. Right back on the ball, ready to call a play, ready to go fast.
There he goes. He's got enough for the first down. They'll spot it at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs.
Well, you got to be able to turn the page quickly on defense. Just gave up a first down on the ground, but here comes tempo. You've got to get lined up.
Here's a heat. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33.
Well, I think one of the biggest reasons why this team is finding themselves in a hole here in the first half is this has been a sack party. They can't keep the defense off of their quarterback. They haven't been able to get the ball deep down the field throwing.
And the pressure is coming in, and they get him again.
Boy, this defense is ridiculous. On point. They know how to rush the passers. Multiple guys getting it done. 5 sacks, and we are still in the first half.
On third and long, doesn't need to take the check down. Punch it out of the air. Tackle is made at the 38, and let's see just how daring they'll be on fourth down. The Rebels will line up to punt it away. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. He'll take it on the return. Everybody stays in their lanes well enough, and they stop him at the 31-yard line. So Oklahoma has it again, and here comes the offense. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Got the first down and still on his feet. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. The offense getting set for a first down from the 45. Floating away. He gambles and throws one all the way back to the left. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Looking for a man. It's Mateer. And that's going to fall to the ground incomplete. That was a physical matchup there. Third down coming. And now let's see if the offense can bail itself out after the second down misfire. He stopped short of the first down, but he gets it into plus territory on the scramble, and now decision time on fourth. The Sooners will punt this one away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. That thing was down for a while, but the big bounce carried it into the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. From the gun, they'll try to impose their will. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
This offense has really struggled, and I think you're just waiting for one play, one explosive play to happen to hopefully galvanize you a bit offensively. That's not the case there. They try to run the football on the first play of the drive, and it gets absolutely blown up for a loss.
Oh, they're after him! And the quarterback is knocked down back at the 13. And the Rebels will call on their punt team. Whistle blows, we are at the 2-minute timeout, and man, oh man, could these guys use a score to cut into this lead. And here comes the punt team. Doesn't say much for your drive when you're looking forward to the punt. He will not make a fair catch. Field the punt and bring it back. He couldn't find much running room there, didn't get a lot of blocking, and he'll step out of bounds. Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Just making a play, getting it to the 23-yard line. It'll be first down.
Oh, what a great play call. Sneak in the draw. The defense clearly thinking pass, flying up the field. No, sir. A little handoff, a little sneak attack. Great play call.
Steps to his left, out of the pocket. Got out of trouble and throws. Working that left side now. And tackled there by the defense. The Sooners with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. It'll be a draw. Defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play. Quick timeout call by the offense after the play. And the Sooners line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. He caught it! Into the end zone! Touchdown Sooners!
And you always want to get the home crowd jacked up and get them excited. Get out to an early lead, and they have 20-0. Defense playing well, offense playing well. They got a lot to cheer about here at home.
It'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Handoff from the gun. Oh, he's got some space. We got a timeout here late in the first half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Wants to throw on first down. Makes the grab. It's Beal. They finally get to him. But what a play there to pick up the first down. The Rebels moving quickly to the line. Wants to go up top on first down. Under fire. Just had to get rid of that one. Good job to avoid the loss. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Beal. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to throw for it. Picked off to stop the threat.
You know, as a defensive back, you want to force the quarterback to make plays way outside towards the sideline. That's a long throw. It requires a lot of arm strength and a lot of touch at the same time. Great job forcing the play out wide, making the big interception.
He'll try to do it himself. Stopped at the 28, but a big 15-yard pickup gives him some breathing room. Offense set on first down. To throw, it's Mateer. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Rebels. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
So they got the touchdown, and as they kick off, really important for the defense to shut them down here. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. So let's see how they play it in this final 30 seconds of the first half. From the gun, give on the inside. He now 85 yards rushing, and that is quite an impressive first half here in this season opener. Timeout called by the offense, and now they just have one remaining in the half. Looking downfield on first down. Blasted as he lets it go. Passes incomplete. The clock is down to 9.
Man, an almost disaster again for this offense. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. The defense got their hands on another one. They are dialed in. They really got a good beat on this passing game.
And that's why you always want to be pursuing the football. QB's scrambling, he rolls out to the right, but don't quit if you're on defense. Get somebody after the QB. They got to him, they hit him, and forced the incompletion.
Starts to scramble to the left. Pass is incomplete, and half comes to a close on that play. That's the end of the second quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update.
Guys, you've been calling a lively one from Norman so far. And this second half will likely come down to which offense can figure something, anything out. Take some chances, get creative. Both offensive coordinators had full heads of hair at the start of this game, but right now, they look like cue balls after one frustrating first half. And with that, let's head back to Oklahoma and Memorial Stadium.
All right, Kevin, about ready to start the second half here. And the Rebels will try to kick this one deep to get things underway in the second half. Here's the return from inside his 10. Able to find enough room to get it out across the 25. He's brought down at the 26. Guys, we'll get another look at this Oklahoma offense. They opened this third quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement.
Breaks into the open. Good, solid pickup on that one. They've got it out to the 40, and it's first down. New set of downs after the completion. Off the play fake on first down to throw. He's going to take off. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. They are dialed in on this drive. A couple of chunk plays, and now they'll snap it on first down. And I think they'll give him 2 on that one. 2nd and 8 coming up. Kept it on the ground on first down. Now back to the line. They'll run play action. Throwing on the run. And he got a hand on it to knock it down in the end zone.
This quarterback has been struggling to find a rhythm in this game so far. Didn't have a ton of success in the first half, so here he is trying to ignite the offense with a deep shot, but they're not able to come away with the completion.
Got a little space. And the strategy of just letting the quarterback run until he gets tired is not a winning one. Another explosive play and another first down. The Sooners come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Had to work to pick up 3 down to the 33-yard line. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line 2nd and 7. They'll go to the ground. Got room to work. They get him stopped, but the big gain has them on the doorstep. Let's mark it at the 13.
That's a big key for this offense. Now, you've got the lead here in the second half. You want to run the football, and you got to just keep getting positive yards. You got to keep the third downs manageable so you can stay on the field, bleed the...
Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Oklahoma! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house. Well, that didn't necessarily go as planned, but it was most effective in the end.
I love it, Reese. Down in the red zone, this quarterback didn't have anybody open. Didn't panic. He just decided, man, I'm going to go do this myself. I'm going to use my wheels and put up 6 on the board. He did just that.
Bunch formation for these receivers. And it pays off, the sack at the 20. The Rebels trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. Leaves it with the back. Fights off a defender. Keeps it moving for a 3-yard gain to the 24.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
On third down, he drops to throw. And he left that one short, tried to baby it in there. He's got to turn it loose. And the Rebels will bring the punt team onto the field. They're up to a half dozen kicks today. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Here comes the Oklahoma offense. Dropping back, it's Mateer. Quarterback now on the run, still looking. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man.
And we talk to teams week after week and quarterbacks and coaches, and what do they always say, man? Quarterback's best friend is a tight end. Well, that play right there, he wasn't his best friend. You don't see a lot of drops from him, but, man, he had an opportunity to catch that one.
Nice job by this junior quarterback to get it done on the ground. The offense lines up at the 40. They've got a first down. Now sliding to his left. He'll throw it. And just left that pass short. Not enough juice on that one. What will they dial up on second and a long way to go? Off play action. Quarterback extends the play. Under heavy pressure, lets it fly.
Quarterback's accuracy goes way down when you start to get him on the move. And you want to make it go way down even further? Pop that sucker. Nice job making him move, scramble out to his left, and then getting a good clean stick on him. That's two things he has to think about on one play.
Got to give this defense credit, man. They've been so good in the back end in coverage. They basically gave nothing away in the first half, and here they are in the second half defending a deep ball.
The Sooners decide to punt it away. Boy, they had a chance to track that thing down, but it bounces into the end zone for a touchback. Here comes the offense onto the field again. Out of the gun to give to the back. Turning it on. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. The Rebels are in the hurry up.
And how about that? Right after they get the explosive play running the ball, they're going right back to the line of scrimmage for some tempo.
Here comes the heat. Pressure is on the way, and the pressure has arrived, and down he goes at the 30. And the Rebels now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The run from the shotgun. Couldn't find a lane, a pickup of 1 to the 31. If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Pressure all over the quarterback, and down he goes at the 24. The Rebels send out the punt unit. Excellent coverage that time. Didn't give him any room to set up a big return. First snap of this drive will come from the 46. Looking downfield, it's Mateer. He's going to fire into the gut of the defense. That ball is intercepted at the goal line. Good gain on the return, and this defense has set them up with a big play. And the offense out on the field to go back to work. They'll leave it with him. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Didn't get much done on that first play of the drive. It's 2nd and 11. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They've got the screen set up. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short. And the Rebels really need to keep this drive alive on third down. They'll try to move the chains on the ground. Stopped in the backfield, and this defense has forced him into fourth down. They bring the punter onto the field now. And the returner will be knocked down. They'll start this drive and snap it from the 40. Off the play fake on first down. Going right and going deep. Just too much juice on that one as he airmails his receiver out of bounds. Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Trying play action. Pocket breaking down. Under pressure, and down he goes at the 33. As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Quarterback floating away from pressure. Find some fresh air. There he goes. And he has vexed his defense with the scrambles. Another first down and yet another big gain. We reach the quarter break with Oklahoma on top. And they are starting to pull away as we come to the end of the third quarter. Let's take a look at how we got here. Just about ready to go in the fourth, and we'll see if any drama can be mustered. So first down, we'll open up the final period. To the ground with the back. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. The play action fake. Fires on the move. It looked like a catch, but they'll say he was out of bounds.
Nice job by the defense there, taking all throws away from the quarterback. He had nowhere to put that football in the field to play, so that ball obviously had to go out of bounds.
Lets it fly. Intercepted. Big play stops the drive.
The most frustrating thing I see in football is when teams give up and they quit and they wave the white flag. It drives me nuts. You're on the field. Your job is to stop them. It doesn't matter what the scoreboard is. It doesn't matter how much time is left. Keep fighting. Keep grinding. You never know what can happen. Maybe you get hot. Maybe you make an all-time comeback.
The Rebels with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. He'll keep it himself. And he's almost to that first down marker there, saying he's a little bit short. They might want to bring out the sticks and measure, but it looks as if he'll be just short of the first down. On 3rd and short, they'll go to the power running game. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42. And the Rebels racing to the line in the hurry-up.
Great job by the offense, understanding where the sticks are. And look, they got the first down, and they're like, all right, let's crank this tempo up now. We got first down. Let's go fast.
Well, it's clear the coaching staff had a little conversation before this drive, and they said, we have got to run the football. All 4 plays of this drive so far have been runs, and they're taking a bit of an attitude.
And the defense will corral the quarterback, and down he goes at midfield. Now 3rd and long, and trying to play catch-up in more ways than one after that earlier sack. Looking to throw, and he needs a chunk play. And the defense gets loose, bringing the heat, and down he goes again. Down by multiple possessions. They can't come up empty on this drive in the 4th quarter. They'll go for it on 4th down. Oh, he dropped it. That deep ball was right on the money. You just have to make that catch. They thought they had a good plan, but it did not work. Rushes on him. Receiver wasn't ready for the throw. Incomplete.
I'm a little bit surprised they're still throwing the football here this late in the game with this kind of lead. They're on first down, taking a shot, falls incomplete, but obviously they're still seeing matchups that they want to take advantage of in the back end of this defense, so they're letting it fly.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'll need to get the ball to the 34 to convert this 3rd down. Gonna try to get it himself. Oh, what a cut! Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. And the Sooners will have it 1st and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Into the end zone. And it's caught! Touchdown Sooners!
And how about it? Everyone getting involved, getting the big tight end involved. This offense has done an unbelievable job scoring points. This defense has had no answers. Just keep it rolling, offense.
And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
All right, guys, got a final score on one of the more intriguing games this week. Indiana unleashed a furious offensive attack and reminded folks in Bloomington of what things were like when Lee Corso was in charge. An A-plus performance from the Hoosiers. All that speculation all week, and now we know. But something tells me, fellas, we haven't heard the last of either of these teams.
Yeah, how about that? Sounds as if they had a good ball game there, Kevin. Thanks for the update. Great job by this savvy senior to know when he just needs to move the sticks with his feet. Looking to throw on first down. A strike down. Really putting a threat now. They get the first. It's at the 37. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a creep. Able to squeeze out a couple on the play. It's down at the 35. Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Grabbed behind the line. It's Beal. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. The Rebels come to the line on 3rd and short, trying to keep the drive alive. He'll sneak it and try to surge forward.
It's not sexy. It's not pretty. It's actually kind of old school because people don't really run a lot of QB sneaks anymore. You don't even see quarterbacks under center that much. But what do? You keep your momentum going. You've already strung together a bunch of plays. Now is not...
Time running out, and he goes down at the 34. It's 2nd and long now as this defense has some energy after that last set. The pull and throw off the RPO. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain. 7th play of the drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down. The inside handoff. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be 4th down. No signs of any kind of kicker as they'll leave the offense out there to try to move those chains. Unleashes one deep. Can't hook up on the long throw, and 4th down goes by the boards for this offense. Looking to throw, it's Mateer. On the move to his left. On the move, he fires. Good hands in there by the defense to force the incompletion.
And how about this offense? They're not worried about the clock. They're not worried about the score. They're not worried about early and down, still trying to execute their offense, still trying to make big plays, and they've had a great day so far.
He's going to run it. Quarterback gets the first down. They've got it to the 49-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
And that's a big reason why this offense is so dangerous. If they get the lead, because of this guy's scrambling ability, they can just close the door, put that foot on your throat, and not take it off. Nobody was open that time. It looked like he was going to get sacked, and he just very nonchalantly was able to buy himself some time. He gets outside, uses his speed, picks up the first down. The offense stays on the field. They've already got the lead, and now they're just bleeding this clock away.
Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, they'll try to impose their running game. Oh, he's got some space. They'll make up about a yard short of the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the 2nd one they've used this half. They already have a comfortable lead, up by multiple possessions, but they're going to go for it here on 4th down. He's going for it all. Big tight end makes the grab. First down, still on his feet.
Well, this offense has just been dialing up explosive play after explosive play. That's a big part of why they have a huge lead at this point. And even in the 4th quarter with that lead, they are still taking shots. They are still being aggressive. Pedal to the metal.
Fired just a little too long as the junior frustrated. He missed that connection. Going to work on 2nd down, and the red zone is still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. He's got it and still on his feet. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And they just keep piling on the points. We've seen in big moments in this game, they have been able to step up and deliver, particularly on offense. Very impressive performance.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. From the gun, leaves it on the inside with the back. And he doesn't find much running room, a short gain on the play. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Here's a throw downfield late. And they wanted it all on that incomplete pass. Instead, they're looking at 3rd down.
Well, at this point, you're still trying to throw stuff up against the blackboard and see if it sticks. You're down by a lot of points, so why not try it, right? And give the offense credit. You know, you're not just going to run the football. You're not just going to take a knee and go into the locker room with your tail between your legs. I like the fighting spirit, just not enough of that today.
Amazing how many times an offensive holding penalty will stall a drive. We'll see if the offense can overcome it. This defense has kept them backed up. Now one more stop, and they can get off the field on 3rd and long. Looking downfield, and he needs a bunch. Unloads to the wideout. He makes the catch. He finds enough room to get it up to the 28-yard line before going out of bounds. And the Rebels will punt it away on 4th down. He'll try to really get into this one. They bring him down. Strong effort by the coverage team, and that's how they'll put a period on this one. The old coaching cliche, go 1-0 every week, and for the first week, they get it done.
That great start to the season. That's what you want. You want to come out, find a way to win. Was it perfect? Absolutely not. You're going to find things to work on throughout the season, but 1-0, that's where you wanted to be.
And I think if you're the coaching staff of this winning team, you've got to like what you've just seen. First game of the year, there was tremendous effort on the field. Guys flying around, flying to the football, trying to make the plays necessary to win this game. They definitely made a few mistakes, but that's what practice is for. But if you're the coaching